Hey there! After my Dolomite hike, see the videos up here in the corner. If you haven't seen them yet, I thought it's quite a nice idea to do a post-hike gear talk. Hats off to Chad, aka Stick, who has inspired me to do so. So if you don't know him, go and check him out. I'm gonna dive first into the clothes I've worn, and then I will look what I've had in my pack and the tent. Right, base layers. This is an Arc'teryx Satoru AR Zip. I got this for free as I visited Arc'teryx last December to a press event, and been using this quite a bit over the last 11-12 months for ski touring and backpacking, and yeah. I use merino also in daily life, but I prefer these more technical layers, really, if I go outside to do some adventuring stuff. This is a coarse spun merino, which means it's a bit more durable, doesn't have that kind of high abrasion, and is not that sensitive. So the merino is spun around a nylon thread, and that makes it, I would say, combines the best of both worlds of synthetics and merino. Really nice piece, very comfortable. Doesn't smell really bad after 6-7 days outdoors, so good base layer. Next up is the Black Diamond Coefficient vest. This is a fleece vest. It has this kind of Polartec grid stop inside, so it is feeling, even if you're getting wet from your sweat, very dry, and it's a really nice layering piece because it keeps the core warm. A very simple piece with just one chest pocket, and yeah, just reduced to the absolute minimum. It isn't that heavy either, so also really nice if you're getting cold easily, a really good layering piece. Then this is the Patagonia Nano Air. This is the jacket that Patagonia was advertising as the jacket you put on Friday morning and you take off on Sunday evening or something like that, so that you never need to take it off. It uses from Toray a very air permeable, a very breathable insulation material. You can compare to Polartec Alpha if you know that better. I've been using this now for not this jacket per se, but the material in this jacket in other jackets for 2-3 years now since it came out. And I was really skeptical at first, but I need to say that for this kind of autumn and spring, and also to some extent winter activities, these are really great garments. I really liked, as I was wearing a jacket like this on a trip in Sweden on the Höga Kusten Trail, which was raining all the time, and now here in the Dolomites we also had a lot of really cold and nasty weather, where it just felt great to have this really breathable insulation piece. So if you walk, it pushes the heat out, but when you stand still and check the map or take photos, then it is keeping you warm. So also for camp I use this all the time, so great piece. And it packs small, and it's also like, I think, sub 400 gram for my size S, and really like this too. Let's check out the pants. These are Arc'teryx, well, check the name and down in the description. I think they're Gamma Rock pants or something like that. They really should start putting brand or item names into the garments. But this is water and wind resistant, so it's not proof, but it's really stretchy and really abrasion resistant. So if you're out in the mountains and you're scrambling or climbing or just like sitting on the rough rock, really cool piece. I really like the cut of it. It's freedom of movement is great. 2 zippered pockets, which I find ideal. Like, I don't need more than that, and these I usually only need if I go into civilization, so I can put my phone and wallet and or keys in there. So it's great to have these. I really like them. I have used them also since I think almost 1.5 years. And then my hard shell. This is also an Arc'teryx. This is a Alpha FL. This is their most minimalist climbing jacket they did. And I used only a hard shell on this trip. Usually I like to wear my wind shirt or wind jacket, but it's broken and I didn't want to replace it yet because I thought the weather forecast looked like it's gonna get probably cold, and especially in the elevations we were, I thought I can get away with just the hard shell, and it was indeed like that. So I've been using this jacket also 2 years for everything, so I probably need to go and have a wash, but just again for me a really great cut, very slim fit, a really good hood. Again, just one pocket, that's enough for me. I had always my main camera, the Sony RX100 Mark IV in there, and I like the bright colors, so the bright colors are good for me for photos, videos, so it helps to stand out in bright colors. Actually, one more clothing thing. I was wearing these La Sportiva TX2 approach shoes. These have a Vibram Mega Grip sole, and these soles are really good on wet rock. They don't slip really. You can stand on a slab that's wet like this and you won't go anywhere, even steeper like that. I've tested that. Really cool. These are the most breathable of the TX line. So this has no insulation, no Gore-Tex, nothing. This is a really light shoe, and it's more made really for summer adventures. I was expecting obviously better weather than what we had, but these were still great in the cold weather. I got wet feet, and that's okay for me. I'm an ultralight backpacker, so that's cool. If you're not comfortable with that, then I probably would take one of the other models of this shoe. But for scrambling and also just hiking, really great shoes. I'm not going to show you the underwear I was wearing, but that were Icebreaker and Atomica boxers. Probably the most used merino boxers. They're really good. They stay quite fresh if you're out for a long time. And then socks that were probably even these Lorpen merino socks. A hiking model. They're like this high, so just the normal length, and also really good dry overnight if you put them underneath your mattress. And yeah, that was it. Can recommend all of that. Links in the description and reviews where they are there. That's what I was wearing. Let's see what's in the pack. Alright, because it's standing behind me, I will just quickly talk about that. This is the MSR Access 2. It's standing there because I like to keep my shelters dried. After the trip I put it up for drying so that it doesn't get moldy, and I still have enough space in my cellar because it's a construction site, as you see, and that's why it's standing there. Really liked it. It's light, still haven't put it on a scale, but I was wearing it underneath the pack. You've probably seen it in the videos, how I was carrying it, and there's 2 pitching videos also again linked up here in the corner, so just check those out if you're curious about it. And can't really lose that much more words on it. I think really well made, probably very expensive. I think $600-700, which is a lot. Tats are getting ridiculously expensive. So okay, the pack. Again, I'm a health sport ambassador. I got this pack for free, but I don't need to do anything about it, and didn't get paid to talk about it or anything. So the Leafiel 45. It's a 45 liter pack. I actually wanted to use my Silo Gear prototype pack, but I couldn't get all the stuff in there. That was too small, and I was pretty sad about that. But this was a good pack. There were a couple of things. I will first look here a bit, and then I will discuss about what I didn't really like. In the front I was carrying the GoPro, all the footage came from that. These are the Swix Pro or Swix Sonic Pro Trail Carbon 120 poles. I reviewed these, links in the description if you want to read the review and are curious on my opinion on these. This is my Belden V-Pod tripod that I am having a really close eye on that it doesn't go broken, because they don't make these anymore. This is probably the lightest tripod in the world. This is my Kubilka 21 Kuksa and an Alpkit titanium spoon, a long one so I can eat my food and stir my coffee. That's it. This is a bullet meal that I apparently didn't eat. This front pocket is really strangely designed, I need to say, because it's really small and restrictive in that it doesn't really stretch a lot. I mean, you can open these side like this, but it doesn't go further because it's sewn here to the pack, so it doesn't flex more than what you see over here, which I find very limiting, because it would have been nice to squash more stuff in there, especially at the beginning of a trip where you have more gear. Really strange design decision. I would make this a lot bigger. Another thing I really never used are these side zippers. I would get rid of these and I would put side pockets over here, because I now had my water bottle also here, and that's just, again, bleh. It's like you need to either ask your mate to give you your water bottle, or you need to stand and take the pack down and then drink, which is alright, but it's just it's one more step of you not hiking, and I prefer to keep in motion. So side pockets. I want side pockets where I at least can put a 1 liter bottle in. Then a look at the back. So okay, these hip belt pockets were tiny, can't put anything in there, so get rid of them. Have not used them at all. It has this this mesh here, which is supposed to let you breathe, and I'm quite hard pressed now because I'm sweating quite a lot, so I don't think it helped me a lot. But if you are sweating very little and you don't like a pack against your back because then it makes your back wet, then this might be good. What is really strange with this pack is this hubble over here, this little bump, because that hurted me the first 2 days. Like, it didn't rub anything, I didn't get any wounds from it or something, but it was just a bit annoying. And then on the 3rd day I didn't feel it anymore for the rest of the trip, but it was very strange, and I imagine it is here so that this air thingy can stretch and you have a dry back. But the first 2 days was not very comfortable, this thing, and yeah, then it was okay, like then you didn't feel it anymore, and maybe it also had to do with the decrease in weight. So let's look inside.